Hello everyone, it's Kim and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to begin my 2024 genre blanket catch up for the month of June. This is a massively big reading month. It was the amazing readathon and I read quite a bit. So we have a lot to add to the blanket. So let's go ahead and just jump in, get started. I'm gonna try to get as many books as I can onto this blanket in this first day of this vlog, because I have a lot to catch up on. I have a whole pretty much half of a year of reading to add to this blanket, and it is December and I want to get it done before the end of the year. So let's see if we can get June finished in just a couple of days. So let me go ahead and show you where we're at. This was our month of May and I have my little break row in between. So we are going to get started with book number 1 of June, which was Vespertine. I gave this 4 stars. I do not have a copy to show you. It was an e-arc that I was very delayed upon reading, so I read it on my Kindle and also listened to the audiobook. So Vespertine was the first book of June. I gave it 4 stars, so we'll be doing a row of treble crochet and in the color teal for fantasy. Now for Vespertine, I liked the book overall. I just wasn't, while I do like the narrator on other books that have been narrated by them, I did not like the narration of the audiobook, and I feel like maybe if I had just read it on my own, I might have enjoyed this book a little bit more. So not necessarily a 5-star for me. I probably won't reread it, but it was a 4-star, and so an overall good story, and I did enjoy the atmosphere of the book. Let's go ahead and add Vespertine to the blanket. Vespertine is now added to the blanket, so we are moving on to book number 2 for June, which was overall book number 38 for the year, and that was King of Wrath. This was the first in the Kings of Sin series, and I loved it. I rated it 5 stars. I actually don't think I had read a millionaire romance. This one also kind of had a little bit of like arranged marriage and some like, what's the word I'm looking for? Blackmail. So really interesting, really good, and I love these characters so much, and I do have the second book as well, and I can't wait to continue this series. So for this one, we are switching to the color lavender for romance, and we'll be doing a row of puff stitches. So let's go ahead and get King of Wrath onto the blanket. Has been added to the blanket. We got the nice lavender puff stitches going on, but now we are going to do a 2-for-1 special. And my next 2 books are both thrillers, so I'm going to bring them together because they also are the same star rating as well. So my 39th book of the year and my 3rd book of the month was Bring Me Back, and then my 40th book was You Must Not Miss. So both 3 stars. I think for both of them, I've read from both of these authors before, and these 2 just didn't hit the same way that their other books that I gave. I'm pretty sure I think I gave their other books 5 stars, and they just didn't hit the same way for me. I don't think I really cared too much about the characters in either of these. So I do enjoy a good character development and seeing myself in the characters, and like I said before, these just didn't hit as much. So 3 stars, that means we're doing 2 rows of double crochet, right? Is it double crochet? It is double crochet in the color royal blue for the thriller. Let's go ahead and add these 2 books to the blanket. So it has been a couple of days since my last update, but I did finally finish adding those 2 thrillers to the blanket. So those are done. We're looking like this. And moving on to the next book I read, it was book 41 of the year, and it was The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. This book was so good. The characters were all very interesting and lots of facets to them. It was amazing. I really enjoyed, about maybe a third of the way through the book, I started listening to the audio, and I want to go back and listen to the entire audio. There's so much fun narration. All the characters have their own special voices, and it was just an overall fun audiobook to listen to, and I do want to listen to the entire thing on audio at some point. But I really enjoyed this one. I gave it 5 stars, so we're going to be switching back to teal for fantasy, and I'll be doing a row of puff stitches for this book. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Got my teal yarn. I'm going to switch over the color, and then we're going to add that row of puff stitches to the blanket. I did do a little look at where I'm at in the blanket, and for the next 12 books, I have to switch colors every single time. So wish me luck. It's going to be a lot of weaving in the ends for the month of June for sure. So let's add House in the Cerulean Sea to the blanket. So it's been quite a few days since I last updated this video. I did finish adding the House in the Cerulean Sea to the blanket, but I never said that I finished it because I don't know why, but I never did. So I did add that book to the blanket, but it has been like 20 days or so, 21 days since I updated. So I'm still working on June. It is December 31st as of right now, and I am no closer to finishing my 2024 genre blanket, but we're gonna try today. We're gonna try on this last day of the year to finally finish June. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books left to add. So let's go ahead and get started with the next book. My 42nd book of the year was The Sanatorium by Sarah Pierce. I really did enjoy this one. It was a thriller that very much interested me. I did give it 4 stars. I can't really remember why it's not a 5-star. I feel like it just wasn't quite as thriller as I was expecting, but it was still really, really good. So I did still enjoy it. And yes, so 4 stars means a row of treble crochet, and we will be switching back to the royal blue for thriller. So let's go ahead and add the Sanatorium to the blanket. And we are back. The Sanatorium has been added to the blanket, and we are ready to move on to the next book. So let's see what book number, I think 43 was of the year. So book 43 was Death by Laura Thalassa. This is book 4 and the final book in the Four Horsemen series. It is a dark romance, and I absolutely love the ending. I gave it 5 stars. I've been giving pretty much every book of this series 5 stars, so I've been really enjoying it. And the final book was fantastic. So switching over to my lavender yarn for romance, and I'll be doing a row of puff stitches for this book. So let's go ahead and add Death by Laura Thalassa to the blanket. All right, checking in, and Death by Laura Thalassa has been added to the blanket, so let's go ahead and see what book is next. My 44th book was The Peculiar by Stefan Bachmann. I unfortunately only gave this one 3 stars, so we will be adding a row of double crochets and in the color teal for fantasy. So let's switch colors and get this one added to the blanket. The Peculiar has been added to the blanket. Let's see what book 45 is. My 45th book was Lunar New Year Love Story, and this one is by Jean Luen Yang and Luen Pham. I hope I'm pronouncing those names correctly, but this one was super cute. It is a graphic novel with some like nice muted colors, and this was really cute. This was a YALLFest exclusive. And it came out last January, and it was super cute, and I did really like it. I did rate it 4 stars, so I'll be doing a row of treble crochet in the color gray for graphic novels manga. I've already started on this row a little bit, but let's go ahead and finish this row and add Lunar New Year Love Story to the blanket. Hopefully, this saga of the June 2024 crochet blanket catch-up vlog can end. I feel like this has been going on for 2 months now. It's getting a little crazy. It's getting out of hand. So hopefully we can finish in the next couple of days. I'm hoping actually, I'm very tempted to just stay up tonight and finish crocheting the rest of these books. So next book, or the last book, was the Lunar New Year Love Story, which you will have just seen. I finished that. It is right here, and we are moving on to the next book, which is book 46 of the year. And for this one, I read The Couple by Helly Acton. I picked this up on a trip to London way back. When was this published? Copyright is 2021. So I think I've known about this book for a while, but I must have just picked it up probably in like 2022 on my last trip to London, I think is when I picked this up, though I've known about it for quite a while. So I really did enjoy it. I gave it 4 stars. It has a very interesting premise in this society that this is based in. Being single is the norm, and being in a relationship is like oh my gosh, you're in a relationship? What? Why? That kind of like vibe amongst society. So it's a very interesting kind of thing, and basically it's about 2 people who get put together to create a ad campaign promoting a revolutionary pill that makes sure you don't fall in love. So it's a very interesting premise, and I really did enjoy it. It was a good, solid read at 4 stars. So I'll be switching to my lavender yarn once again and doing a lavender row of treble crochet for romance to add The Couple by Helly Acton to the blanket. So let's go ahead and get started on this row. A quick update to say that The Couple has been added to the blanket. It is getting late. I'm headed to bed, but I have 3 books left to finish off June on this blanket. 2024 genre blanket. I'm gonna finish it. It's gonna happen. I'm thinking, you know what, I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking because it's probably not gonna actually happen how I'm thinking if this video is any proof. So The Couple is on the blanket, and I will see you all maybe tomorrow morning for the next one. Good morning. It is 9 a.m. I'm in my reading sprints that I run on my channel as well. We're on the second sprint, but I'm going to let you know what I'm currently working on, and then I'll be getting back into my read of Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. That is my current read right now, but I am adding the Case Study of Vanitas by Jun Mochizuki, Volume 3 to the blanket. I gave this one 4 stars. 4 stars. So we're doing treble crochet in gray for manga, and this one I did enjoy it, but I don't think this was like my favorite volume so far. But I am enjoying this story. I need to go purchase the next few volumes or find them from the library, because I do want to continue this series this year, and I do not own any more volumes. So we're gonna get this one added to the blanket. So let's do this. Today is the day that I finish June. I have 2 books after this row. Like, we're getting it done today. Today is the day. So adding this one to the blanket. Let's go. Case Study of Vanitas Volume 3 has been added to the blanket. We have like a big section of long treble crochets, so it's getting it's adding some length to this blanket for June. So we have 2 books left. So going into the 48th book that I read for the year was It's Okay That You're Not Okay, Meeting Grief and Loss in a Culture That Does Not or Doesn't Understand by Megan Devine. This was my nonfiction book for the month of June, and it's honestly been on my TBR for a while, and I finally got around to it. Gave it 4 stars. I did enjoy it. There were some parts that, of course, didn't relate to my particular needs. It gave a lot to think about. So if you're kind of going through that or know anyone who is going through something, this was a pretty good one. I enjoyed it. Did give it 4 stars, and yeah, so row of treble crochet in the nice, like, bright, not lime green color, but close enough. So I'll be switching to this color and adding a row of treble crochet to the blanket for It's Okay That You're Not Okay. So let's go ahead and get this one added to the blanket, and then we have one final book left. It's Okay That You're Not Okay has been added to the blanket. We got a little pop of bright green in there now. So the final book for the month of June, we've made it finally. It's only taken like 2 months, but we made it, and it's Role Playing by Kathy Yardley. I'm so glad that this was my final book for the month, for the readathon and everything, because it was so good. I absolutely loved this book. It's like a gaming to lovers romance. We have some more like older characters, more middle-aged characters. It's a romance. It was cute. It was funny. There was some drama in it at points. It was just overall like really good. And I find the older I get, I just enjoy reading more about characters closer. Now these characters are a little bit older than I am, but like as I'm in my 30s, I find like I just enjoy reading more books about characters in my like age range, like so like, you know, late 20s to like 40s, that kind of age range is just more what I've been enjoying lately. I do still enjoy a YA book on occasion, but I'm definitely moving focus a little more to books with older characters, older main characters. So I really enjoyed this one. It was really cute. If you have a chance to read it and you like video games or like any kind of roleplay games online, D&D, any kind of that nerdy vibe, this book has it. And the romance, it's so cute, it's so good, and I'm really glad I ended the month of June with it. So check that one out if you haven't, because I gave it 5 stars. So my final row will be my lavender yarn with a row of puff stitches. So ending the month of June off right with a 5-star read. So let's go ahead and get role playing added to this blanket, and then I'll do my final rows of my little break rows in between the month, which is 2 single crochet rows of white yarn, and after that I will come back and we'll end off this vlog once and for all for June. June is officially done for my catch up on my 2024 genre blanket. Here it is in all of its glory. June, all the books. This vlog has taken a while, but it is finally done, and I can now move on to July's books. Thanks for hanging out with me while I caught up on the June portion of my 2024 genre blanket, and I'll see you next time for the month of July. Take care and happy reading, everyone. Bye.